Good morning, millennials. Welcome back to the Morning Toast. We hope you had a wonderful 4th of July spent, laughing, drinking, smiling, sweating, the usual.
Good times. Wow, it's been a minute since we've sat in these chairs, but time flies when you're not working.
Time flies so much when you have chub rub.
I was just so concerned as to how I would preoccupy myself, during the long holiday.
You were really, concerned.
I was concerned because I had a long break and I wasn't going anywhere, but the time just flew, and here we are.
Here we are.
But so much happened. Wow.
So much happened. Here's what didn't happen. I did not get tan, but here's what happened. Now, I can't believe the words that are about to come out of my mouth, but do you know who I saw this weekend?
Yes.
Do you know, Margot?
Yes.
I swear on my life, I was 10 feet from Cuba Gooding Jr. And I just can't believe it. I mean, the universe is so fucked up, and everyone around me was freaking out. I really felt nothing. I really felt like, I have the power,
Yeah.
And it was so crazy. I mean, I just can't believe that he's out and about, living his life. That's true, male narcissism, thinking you can just do whatever you want, at a party in the Hamptons. It was shocking. It was truly like seeing a ghost.
Well, you didn't engage with him.
No, of course not. He didn't even look my way. What's so scary is that he probably has no idea who I am.
Right. That is what's so scary. That's just so crazy, but nothing of note happened. You're feeling okay.
No, I'm feeling great. Nothing of note happened. Everyone around me was like, let's fight. I'm like, sit the fuck down, okay?
Totally.
I'm like, just shut up and eat, okay?
Totally.
It was so crazy. And I just couldn't wait to tell the toasters.
Yeah, they're so invested in this story for you.
Because it's crazy.
I can't believe you didn't tell people sooner, on your story or anything.
Well, I was thinking of being drama, oh my God, but I don't know. I so don't want this to be my legacy. I want to stop talking about it.
Yeah, and good thing, no one, writes about the show.
Right.
On the everyday basis, so it's really a safe space for us to talk about stuff.
It is. I always forget, when I say it here, I'm saying something in a public forum, but nobody ever talks about us, so it's fine.
Right, but if you say it on your Instagram, then it gets screenshotted, sent around,
right.
Then they use it as the source of something.
No, this is truly a safe space.
But this show is too long for people to go into and get
right, but I said it at
details.
the top. I should have waited 10 minutes.
You should have. But while we're at the top of the show, I just want to reconfirm that it is a Toast exclusive that Olivia Culpo and Christian McCaffrey have been spotted together. I'm pretty sure they're on vacation together now with their couple friend that's married. And I know there was an NFL podcast out there that cited the Morning Toast as Christian McCaffrey dating Olivia Culpo, and I just want you guys...
Are we a source?
I just want to double down on that and say that I'm pretty sure they're dating and it's a Toast exclusive.
Everything is a Toast exclusive. I was just going through my time hop, and apparently 1 year ago today, someone saw Halle and Justin in the Bahamas, and she was wearing a ring. I can't believe that was only a year ago. And it makes me really think, we really break everything.
Yeah, and today's news that was broken by the Toasters is the Camila, Cabello, Shawn, Mendes of it all, because I was seeing all weekend in the Toast group.
And I have a lot of thoughts about that.
Of people at parties with them, and then there was also some pictures online TMZ, but I didn't need TMZ because I got it from the Toasters.
The TMT. And speaking of TMT, very exciting, we announced on our Instagram last night, we are having a huge merch launch tomorrow. Big summer merch launch. A lot of the products that you guys have been asking for. New products, bestsellers will be back in stock. And finally, we will have our sorority crew necks back in stock. Apparently, we sold so many crew necks that the man who makes the crew necks ran out of crew necks.
Yeah, he ran out of the materials to make crew necks.
So he had to make more crew necks, and now there are more crew necks. I do think there is a limited stock of the crew necks just because, we've run into a mass production issue.
We will always restock them as they become available, but if you really want one, now would be the time to get them. Some fun summer items that are dropping. As you know, the jewel skin is coming.
The controversial jewel skin.
Towels for the beach, bunch of different variety, toasty sorority towels.
Did we do koozies?
We did koozies.
Oh, and I
think that was the most requested item ever.
And this was an item nobody requested, but everyone might love. The flag.
Yes, we have now an official Toast flag that will be...
It's with a new logo. It's so cute. It's so toasty. It can be decor. You can frame it, put it on the back of your boat. I don't know. It's such a summer item.
It's such a summer item. I just want to see people, in the back of the pickup truck holding up our flag.
No, I'm so excited for the content we're going to get. Every time merch we do the merch, and then 2 weeks later, everyone gets their stuff. And there's one day where it starts where everyone's packages start coming, and we get cute outfit pictures. But I think we are going to get the most premium koozie boat flag vibes
with the Jackie O Flow preset on top. It's
done.
Just perfection. We also have bless you.
Excuse me. Wow, that felt so good.
We also have some crop tops coming. We have new pop sockets, old pop sockets. It's just going to be a real honestly, I think this is our biggest drop yet.
It is, and I'm actually super excited for our new pop socket. It says, here's the thing is, and I don't think there's anything more pertinent to the situation than that design.
I think what might be more pertinent to the situation is our Cross to Bear sweatshirts.
Yes! Oh my god, wait, we have so many products.
We have so many products coming out.
We got excited.
It's your fucking Cross to Bear that we have so many products coming out tomorrow.
Wait, not only that, but we actually already figured out our next merch drop, and it is so fucking pertinent.
That's gonna be the best one.
Should I say it?
No.
Okay, I don't, yeah.
No. Because you just can't
we're
say.
the queen.
We haven't gotten the ball rolling, so you just don't want to.
We're the queens of making announcements and then not having it happen. We announced that we were getting a Toasty headquarters office, and literally that day, the real estate broker emailed me, and he's like, "Oh, sorry, we can't rent you the unit." And we're like, "Why?" And he won't tell us why.
Yeah.
He ghosted the shit out of us.
He did. I know. I think it's because they heard we were planning on starting a sitcom there, and they just didn't want to be involved.
Dude, I really can't think of a reason. He tried to make it seem like we were being difficult because we just wanted to paint the wall. So I said, "Okay, we won't paint. Give me the contract." Never heard from him again.
No, I think he watched the episode where we're talking about him and the Russian guy and the stockbrokers and maybe the people are doing business they don't want publicized.
Whatever. So
That's my take.
We're still in the market.
I'm sure they're watching this part now too.
We were ready to move in. That was really annoying. So we're still in the market for an office space, but it's hard finding commercial real estate.
It's really hard.
Truly.
Anyways, long weekend, lots of news, so we obviously will hit you with the Fast 5 stories. I don't feel as though it is time yet.
No, me neither. Let's talk about our weekends.
Also just personal weekend news. So I had a really nice, relaxing weekend here in the city. I watched a lot of content, and I want to talk about the highlights, which I haven't talked about even on my story, but I watched Chernobyl on HBO, and I think it needs to be the Toast show of the week. It's a miniseries, 5 or 6 episodes. It's so unbelievably important and pertinent to the situation.
Now, you know me, I'm the queen of not knowing anything, and I don't know what goes on in the world, and it's actually really sad. And I made a conscious effort a few years ago to stop knowing about what was going on in the world because it was too depressing, and now I feel like I don't know enough. And it's just my social service, civil service. See, I don't know anything. To know what's going on in the world. And what is going on in Chernobyl? Is it good or is it bad?
Okay, it happened in the 80s.
Oh.
It was, and what I knew vaguely, Chernobyl, no one lives there, some radiation explosion. A nuclear plant exploded, and the radiation is off the charts. People who worked, put out the fire, died within days.
Oh.
But people who live there and in the surrounding areas have developed forms of cancer from the radioactive material that went into the air. It was a crazy thing. You guys should watch the miniseries, and it was just so well done. Okay. And justice for Lane Price from Mad Men, who plays the guy who needs justice, but I don't know his Russian name.
Okay.
Anyways, so Toasters, I would highly suggest that. Then I obviously got into a bit of Lifetime Movie Club.
I saw Jason Momoa.
You know what? I started that movie. It was so fucking bad I couldn't finish it.
Oh my God,
it
what?
Was so bad.
Wait, also, did you see Becca Tobin is in a Hallmark movie?
I did see.
Did you watch it?
No, because is it not a Christmas movie?
No, it premiered live and everyone was tweeting about it.
Oh my God, shit. I will be watching that.
No, I know. That is the culmination of your life.
No, 100%.
A movie with Becca Tobin on the Hallmark Channel.
Culmination of my life was a movie on Lifetime Movie Club starring Liz Gillies.
Oh, was there one?
What? Yes, called Killing Daddy, and then towards the end I realized I had seen it before.
Wow, that's creepy.
Creepy.
Speaking of Liz Gillies, another huge update from this weekend is our best friend Kristen got engaged, and just couldn't be happier, and I almost ruined it.
You almost did.
Well, because
with your drunk self.
I woke up and I had no, not my drunk self. Why? What did I do?
Oh,
what were
tell
you
me what
saying?
you think you did.
No, I was just saying how I didn't actually almost ruin it. I was just being paranoid because I had a really vivid dream about Kristen and Pete. And I woke up and I had a text from Kristen, and it was just so weird. And I was telling her about how she's on my mind, and I had this dream about her, and I just thought I made it really obvious.
Oh, that's not even what I'm talking about.
What did I do?
Because, apparently, when you FaceTimed her to say congratulations, you didn't realize that the party the next day was a surprise. So you were I'm so sad I can't be there. And she then was oh, is something going on?
Oh, fuck.
That's
I didn't know that.
Heard. She didn't know when and whatever.
You know,
and
in my defense, I had such a weird weekend where all day Friday I thought it was Saturday. And I thought I was going home the next day, so I was not going to drink so much because I had to drive home. And then I'm oh, wait, no, I can drink all I want. Tomorrow's only Saturday. So, oh, fuck, I feel bad.
No, but the engagement is the surprise, you know, and everything else is just the cherry on top. So, also, she didn't know. She thought she was doing something Saturday night, but then we were all at her apartment
Saturday day.
To surprise her on Saturday day.
Oh, fuck.
Then Saturday night, I wasted a good 2 hours of my life seeing the movie yesterday, and I just need to let everyone know to not see it. It was the worst fucking movie I ever saw. I couldn't stop talking to Zach during the movie, oh my God.
Wait, I heard it was good.
It was so bad. The premise was was stupid, but you could maybe get past that. Like, I don't need it to all make sense.
Right.
But the premise was so stupid, and at a certain point, it like got weirdly depressing. Lily James like is an awful actress. Awful.
Yeah,
and then
she
I'm
had a lot of
thinking,
potential. She never really
she
went
had so
anywhere.
much potential. She started Cinderella with Rob Stark. That went nowhere.
Yeah.
Mamma Mia 2. Don't get me started.
Yeah.
And now this movie, and it was just so bad and such a waste of time. And now I have to imagine how it came to be, because like, who needed this movie? No one. But we've been talking about music rights, and we all know that the Beatles don't own their own music.
Michael Jackson does.
Yeah, like it's a corporate thing. So I think they wanted to make a movie with Beatles music. So they were like, how do we do that? But they want to make new songs because they can't have the Beatles sing it.
Right.
So they were like, let's have this guy sing the songs in a world where the Beatles didn't exist.
Yeah.
They never explained why the Beatles didn't exist. It was so fucking stupid. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your money.
I thought it was like
don't waste your allowance.
I thought it was going to be a like type of movie where it was all a dream.
That would have been even stupider. That's what Zach was saying in the middle. I was like, please no.
Okay, so it's not.
So it's not.
Okay.
No. Because then it's like, we just watched someone's dream.
No, I don't even like watching my own dreams.
Yeah, and Ed Sheeran was in it, and it's like, justice for Ed Sheeran. He didn't deserve that.
I have to tell you something, because a lot of people in the YouTube comments are saying your hair looks so good today, and I do have to apologize because I did a Instagram Q&A today, and I told the world your big dark secret.
Which is what?
Your hair is from a box. Everyone said, it's Jackie's natural hair. I said, it's from a box.
You did?
I did. I told the world your big secret.
Well, you didn't even tag me, so like that's rude.
Oh, sorry.
So I actually didn't see it. My hair is like not from a box, color-wise, but sometimes the hair itself
No, I meant the color.
is from a bag.
It's a L'Oreal.
A bag full of hair.
It's a L'Oreal box. I told everyone.
You're such a snitch. And a liar at that.
It's from a box.
Am I missing something?
No, it's just...
I'm just being a bitch.
But
Her hair's not from a box, obviously. I just like wanted to start drama, and I did.
Counselor.
Box hair.
Okay. I guess my hair's from a box now.
No, it's not from a box. I was just kidding. Just starting drama.
I'm so confused.
No, I just like wanted to be.
No, you're dragging
drama
your joke
between
on a
me
little
and
too
you.
long.
No, we're good.
No, we're good. We're good. But your hair is from a box. I'm kidding. It's not from a box. You guys, relax. I just like was being, it's a Monday morning shit start.
Do we have an ad for hair box?
No. It's a Monday morning shit start.
Okay, well, do you feel as though it's time? It's been 12 minutes.
Let me check my
We have a lot to
phone.
talk about. A lot of news has happened.
Let me check my phone. It's 10:42. I think it's time.
I think it's time. Snitch, what do you think?
I think it's time.
Okay, without further ado,
Okay, fine. Yeah,
here are the fast 5 stories that you need to know before you wake up and take a bite out of your morning toast.
I mean, it is time, don't get me wrong.
I know.
But I do feel as though I would be remiss if I didn't let everyone know that today's very prestigious episode of The Morning Toast is brought to you by Skillshare, an online learning community with thousands of amazing classes covering dozens of creative and entrepreneurial skills. You can take classes in everything from photography and creative writing to design, productivity, and more. So whether you're returning to a longtime passion project, challenging yourself to get outside your comfort zone, or simply exploring something new, Skillshare has classes for you. I take a class on Skillshare about mobile photography, and now we're thinking we have a new intern. She's just been promoted to PA. Maybe it's time for her to get on Skillshare. So I'm going to set you up, Margot, give you a couple credits. You use our link. You maybe take a mobile photography, maybe like a journal, something. I don't know. You should get on there. There's so many
graphic
classes.
design, Photoshop. We've really loved Skillshare. So many of you have as well. And now it's the Snitch's turn.
And there's an endless amount of classes to choose from, which is just so exciting. You can join the millions of students already learning on Skillshare today with a special offer just for our listeners. You can get 2 months of Skillshare for free. That's right, Skillshare is offering the Morning Toast listeners 2 months of unlimited access to thousands of classes for free. To sign up, go to Skillshare.com/morningtoast. Again, that's Skillshare.com/morningtoast to start your 2 months now. Skillshare.com/morningtoast.
Exciting times. Okay, first story. So exciting. The U.S. women's soccer team wins the World Cup title for a 4th time. It's not every day that we start with some sports news.
No, it's not every day that we start with some sports news. And I actually found myself to be just like watching the games, like knowing that it was on Sunday, and then the one before that was like a Thursday. I am so involved. I mean, I think I'm on the team. I think I'm the goalie.
Yeah, you really are invested in this team. So I'm going to throw to you. How are you feeling?
So they beat the Netherlands 2-0. Like, please, you make it all the way to the World Cup and you're not even going to score a goal. Losers. And I'm feeling so excited. And I'm feeling like I just love a moment where like the world is all watching accomplishing one thing, you know, and it just feels very exciting that America won because like we're the most obese country in the world. Yet here we are like winning soccer games.
Right, and it's like we're probably the country that prioritizes soccer the least, yet we're stunting on these hoes.
That's so true. That must be like so upsetting for like the football clubs in Europe. Like us Americans with our soccer, like we don't even care. Like we pay our women like 3 cents on the dollar and they still won.
No, totally.
I mean, now I'm so invested in this whole equal pay. You see they filed a motion. Now I have a couple questions. I know like a little bit about it, but they're filing a motion. Is the U.S. like soccer league, is that like a government organization? Why are they doing it through the government, you know?
Filing a motion through the government because it's a legal thing.
So they're not asking the government for money.
No, they're asking
the league. But the league is not like it's like the U.S. team. So like it's like the Olympics.
But I think it's private. It's like the NFL is private.
Right, but this is like a world thing.
So then how could it be the government?
I don't know.
But
It's like the U.S. Soccer League a private company?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so.
Now, I put on my story, I have to get into this because I'm now coming with facts. And you know, if you know me, you know I do a lot of things, but I don't have facts. But today, I have facts.
She came through. She came prepared.
Because I put on my story about like the discrepancy between the payment of the women and the men's is so crazy. And it's even made even more crazy by the fact that the men literally have never made it to the World Cup, like let alone they lose like 16 rounds out.
This is literally the premise of Bring It On, when the cheerleaders get no respect and the football team sucks ass.
So the discrepancy between the men and the female salaries is as such. Female soccer players, this is from the Huffington Post, female soccer players' base salary is roughly $30,000 less than their male counterparts at U.S. soccer. They also earn a much smaller bonus in the World Cup. So if the women win the World Cup, they get 15 grand. If the men do, they win 55 grand. And here's a stark comparison. The soccer league awarded the men's team a $5 million bonus when it lost at the round of 16 in the 2014 World Cup. The women's team won, and they made $1.7 million. So men made 5 for losing, like in the very beginning. Women made 1.7. So I just put this interesting factoid on my story because I thought it was, well, interesting. And I got really a shocking amount of DMs, especially from women, just being like, know your facts. Like the men's league is more ratings, more people watch, it makes more money, therefore they earn the same percentage of a bigger pot. So I'm like, damn, that kind of makes like, you know, sense, and maybe I'm not.
You flubbed?
Okay, wait, I need to find this.
Alana Lawton.
Yes, I'm looking for it. Yeah. But was it in the main Toasters group? She came with her fucking facts.
I think it might have been Toast After Dark.
Soccer. Hold on. I need to find it.
Okay, take your time. Even though I have to imagine that that's not true. Because like
no, oh my God! Not only is it not true,
there are so many more U.S. women's soccer players that I know by name. I don't know any men except for David Beckham, and he's not even U.S.
No, I mean, I can't find it. Wow, here. Okay, I found it. Give me a second. Okay, this is a quote from it's statistics taken from the file they motioned. No, the motion they filed. The women have played 19 more games than the men in the last 3 years. On top of additional games, they have many more appearances and media tours than the men because they bring in much more revenue than the men, aka more work. If it were not for the women's team, USSF would be $400,000 in the hole. But instead, they have a $17 million profit margin thanks to the ladies. The women's team has the highest viewership of the U.S. of any soccer team in the world. Their jersey is Nike's most popular selling jersey in history. And lest we forget that the men didn't even qualify for the last World Cup. Our girls bring in more money for the USSF than the men do, point blank. But everyone's like, but the men have more ratings like all around the world. But this is America.
Yeah.
So I just was like wanting to clarify, like, because there's been a lot of like, you know, fake news around the subject. But all I have to say is Taylor Swift. She's so ahead of the curve.
Yep,
she brought out the women's soccer team.
Yeah. Was that at the one we were at?
Yes, Abby Wambach.
Yep.
Yeah. And that was like 4 years ago now, right?
Yeah.
During
That's
the last
so
World
true.
Cup.
Yeah, I've just been like thinking about this team so much because I was watching all their Instagram stories and then like in their locker room, like in their jerseys, like dirty, like sweaty, like just like drinking beer and celebrating, like eating apples. Like that's what athletes do. And I was like truly having FOMO, even though like I don't know them.
No, it's amazing. Justice for the women of women's soccer.
Truly.
But I feel everything that I've seen, everyone's on the same page about this.
Well, the league has now agreed to go into mediation. They're not going to take it to trial. They're going to settle.
Good.
Finally.
Finally. Like someone with
it's
a
like,
brain.
We're always being like embarrassed in the worldwide global arena. And like here the women of America are like finally giving justice to us. Like we're being taken seriously in a European sport and like we're giving them $1.
No.
No.
It's not
here
gonna fly.
for it.
Not gonna fly.
Not going to fly.
Okay. Are you ready for the next story?
I don't know. I just like really want to keep talking about the USWNT.
They'll probably keep coming up.
I mean, it feels very pertinent because I don't know if you guys knew, Jackie and I grew up playing soccer. I'm like, this could have been us.
This could have been us. Like, if we had played our cards right.
Yeah, and like we're good.
Yeah.
And
like,
didn't gain weight.
Mia Hamm season.
Yeah, Jackie's like icon is Mia Hamm. I think it was like your password.
No, totally. I loved her. It was definitely one of my screen names.
Yeah, screen name, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm like out here telling everyone your password.
It's Mia Hamm 123.
What is Mia Hamm up to?
I think she's just being a legend.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
must be nice.
Yeah, must be nice.
Being on her box of Wheaties, you know? You see Serena Williams is now on a box of Wheaties?
Like,
I feel like that's
it's
long
about
overdue.
down
I know,
time.
I'm like shook. Like,
Yeah, that it's news.
Yeah. No, that it hasn't happened
That
yet.
Wheaties is still around.
Oh, that's true. When you think of Wheaties, who do you think? Bruce Jenner.
Yeah.
Me too.
Okay, next story we must discuss, like some really sad news. Cameron Boyce, star of Disney Channel's Descendants, dead at 20.
Oh.
Cameron Boyce, who appeared in Disney Channel TV series Jessie and the network's Descendants franchise, has died at the age of 20. Quote, "Is with profoundly heavy heart that we report that this morning we lost Cameron," a spokesperson for his family told ABC News. Quote, "He passed away in his sleep due to a seizure, which was a result of an ongoing medical condition for which he was being treated. The world is now undoubtedly without one of its brightest lights, but his spirit will live on through the kindness and compassion of all who knew him," the statement continued. "We are utterly heartbroken and ask for privacy during this immensely difficult time as we grieve the loss of our precious son and brother." Boyce, who also starred in Grown Ups with Adam Sandler, had appeared in other Disney Channel shows, including Liv and Maddie and Good Luck Charlie. Okay, if you have ever seen 1 minute of Disney Channel, you know who Cameron Boyce is. He was in everything, just like seemed like such a sweet kid. And reading all of these tributes.
So sad. So shocking. Like when I saw the news, I was like, what? Because like, what? Like 20-year-olds just don't die.
No.
So sad. And then I realized like really the scope of his work. Like he was even so much more than Disney Channel. Like Salma Hayek is out here putting up a post for him. Like he was in Grown Ups. Like he really had such a bright future ahead of him.
He really did. And everyone had just the kind, like obviously you only have nice things to say about someone when they pass away, but like the way that people were talking about him, he seems like an angel on this earth.
Yeah.
And this is the saddest story. It's so sad for like all of the whole Disney Channel family. The posts, like Peyton List posted,
Everyone
Kenny Ortega,
posts, like everyone knows him.
and it's heartbreaking.
So sad. And like, how?
I mean, I don't think anyone wants to ask that question
No.
yet or talk about the fact that we're not getting any real information just because it's still such a raw, sad time, but hopefully eventually we'll get answers because this doesn't just happen.
No, 20-year-olds just don't die in their sleep. It's literally the saddest thing ever.
Yeah.
TMZ just put out an article saying that he suffered from epilepsy. So then that could make sense.
That would
Yeah,
make
if he had a
sense.
seizure, yeah.
But the family had said he had an ongoing medical condition.
That's an ongoing medical
No, I
condition.
know, but they could have just said epilepsy.
Right. Whatever. So sad. I can't believe it. Like he's such a little cutie. I know him from Jessie.
Yeah.
I just can't stop thinking about Dove Cameron, like Sophia Carson. Are they going to be okay?
No. And Descendants 3 premieres August 3rd.
He's a part of a franchise on Disney Channel in case
It's the High School Musical of this generation.
Yeah.
And they're about to go into like press and everything. It comes out in 3 weeks.
I know, they were just going to start, yeah.
So
sad.
I didn't realize August 3rd was literally in 3 weeks. That's
Yeah.
what I thought it was still May. So it's just going to be such a sad time and like such a bittersweet thing to do.
Awful.
Did you see Kenny Ortega's posts? He posted like
he
3
posted
times.
so many
Yeah.
times.
Very sad.
So sad.
Sky Jackson. Did you see her post?
Yeah.
She's so
Oh,
cute.
China and
So
McClain.
cute.
China and McClain.
I can't.
No, so sad. Like I don't even like when something like this happens, it just like shakes you. You know?
Yeah.
Because like
Yeah.
kids just don't die. They're not
Especially
supposed
like
to.
him. Like I just like never.
No, it's so crazy and it's so sad. And he was such a little cutie.
Yeah, so we're thinking of his family and his
Mm-hmm.
friends and the whole Disney community. And we'll keep you posted if any more info comes out. But right now it's just sad.
Yeah.
Okay, well, back to some more positive news. Little Mermaid has been cast.
Oh my god, I need to talk about
And
this.
the internet people are in a fucking tizzy. But Halle Bailey has been cast as the Little Mermaid.
Okay, anyone else when they first saw it, I'm like, Halle Berry?
Of course.
Okay, like they literally have the same name.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I only know her as Halle because of Chloe X Halle.
Well,
I
so
didn't know her last name was
I
Bailey.
went through 3 stages when I heard it. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh man, Halle Berry, what? And then I'm like, oh, Halle Bailey, I don't know her. Then I'm like, oh wait, Chloe X Halle.
Right.
Right.
Like literally it took me.
She sang at the Super Bowl and she fucking crushed it.
Yeah, it took me 75 years to realize who they were talking about. You know?
Right, and I'm so excited about it. I'm so excited we're getting closer to a casting. This casting has been like the most contentious process.
I
and
thought it was already cast as Leah Michelle.
And I thought
No, that was the Hollywood Bowl.
No, I know, but I thought that was like a foray into her bigger role.
Oh no, that was like Broadway.
And
Okay.
each person, it's like everyone has a say in everything. It's like Lizzo and Melissa McCarthy were both up for Ursula. I feel like it's not until after the movie is made do we find out who was in the running for it.
Did they cast Ursula yet?
Melissa McCarthy.
Okay, people were like upset about it because it wasn't Lizzo, but I love Melissa McCarthy. It would have been great as Lizzo too.
And now like Terry Crews is vying for the role of King Triton, which I fucking
Yes!
love. But it's like, since when is this just a
It's a
democracy?
free-for-all. It's a free-for-all.
Like, this is a fucking cheerocracy.
Totally.
Cast your movie and we will come watch it.
Okay, and unfortunately, we have to talk about the the backlash of casting Halle Bailey, which is so crazy. First of all, could she be more beautiful? One, no. Two, on her first mixtape, she was wearing a mermaid tail. Did you see that? Two. Three, she can sing. Like, that's literally all Ariel needs to do.
That's required.
Four, everyone's like, it's not accurate. Ariel's white. I'm like, Ariel's a fucking mermaid. That's not accurate either. It's so stupid. Like, I can't even, like, and the in-depth conversations people are having about this, like, really going toe-to-toe, like, because they stand firm in their belief, like, what? It's a fucking mermaid. Relax.
Relax. Freeform commented something that I thought was so funny. I mean, they wrote, the original author of The Little Mermaid was Danish. Ariel, ... is a mermaid. She lives in an underwater kingdom in international waters and can legit swim wherever she wants, even though that often upsets King Triton, absolute zaddy. Okay, thirsty, but it's fine.
Yeah, they're just trying. Like,
but for the sake of the argument, let's say that Ariel too is Danish. Danish mermaids can be black because Danish people can be black. Ariel can sneak up to the surface at any time with her pal Scuttle and the Jamaican crab Sebastian and keep that bronze base tight. Black Danish people and thus merfolk can also genetically have red hair. But spoiler alert, bring it back to the top, the character of Ariel is a work of fiction.
No, it's so stupid. And I just think it's a great casting. Like, I'm loving an emerging new talent. You know, she's so young, but my mind immediately went, what about Chloe? Like,
I know.
Is this awkward?
I don't think so. I think this is like, you know, you don't always, like, they've gotten super far together, but maybe they want to explore different things. Like, maybe Halle has this acting passion. Maybe Chloe, you know, wants to do the solo route. Like,
You know, totally. But like, it's just like, this is the biggest thing, like, in the world. Like, this type of casting, like, changes people's lives.
Yes.
And it's like, she got famous off of being a duo. It's just like, it's awkward.
It's like the Jonas Brothers would never.
No, never. That'd be like if I got cast in Hairspray. Well, you would have to get cast as
That would be if
Penny Pingleton.
Joe was in Camp Rock and he didn't come for his brothers.
Right. He made sure they were in it.
Right. So, but I think this is good. I mean, can't be anything but good. Like, it's a launching platform.
No, it's so great. And now I'm looking at the Disney landscape, and Disney for years has been really heavily criticized for not being inclusive. Like, when you look at the lineup of Disney princesses, there wasn't a black Disney princess, I think, till 2009. And now look at the landscape. It's like we have Lion King with a mostly black cast, and now Black Ariel. I think it's great. I'm here for it.
I think it's great. Like,
who fucking cares?
Everyone is so wild. Like, it's going to be a great movie.
Yeah.
Sit down. Also,
Maybe, you know what, maybe now that we have a Black Ariel, like, she can carry a tune.
You know what I was thinking? I know that I'm supposed to relate to Ariel, but I don't think I've ever seen the whole movie.
You know what? I don't really know what the show's about.
It's like, I only know... No, I'm getting it confused with Aquamarine.
Yes.
Where she has to fall in love on land.
She has a strict dad. That's what I know.
Okay.
And she lives underwater, and she has a crab friend.
Okay, so
she has crabs.
She has crabs. I've never seen the whole movie. This will be the first time that I do, and I'm excited. And it's weird
I'm
because
seeing it.
I'm all about Disney, like I'm all about redhead representation, yet that never happened for me.
Did you see Aladdin?
No, but Zach said it was amazing.
Really? You know, I feel like Disney movies, when they come out, are like huge spectacles, like everything. I haven't like heard or seen, it's like they haven't done any commercials.
No, I saw, the commercials make it look terrible.
Okay.
But then, and I wouldn't be interested, but Zach loved it so much. I felt that way about Dumbo too. It's like, it was this whole thing and then it came out silence.
It did?
I gotta see Dumbo.
I didn't even know it came out yet.
Yeah.
It came out in March.
It's not even in theaters anymore.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, no, like where are the commercials? Where are the buses? Where are the billboards?
I don't know.
We gotta get on a bus.
I think it's because we're all just looking down, like you just miss it.
Oh, you
And
think?
you fast forward through commercials.
But then there wasn't any influencer partnerships because they didn't partner with any famous elephants.
There was no influencer partnerships.
That's why I didn't see it.
That's why you didn't see it.
Like they didn't have Kourtney Kardashian with her kids at the premiere.
No. It's
Or Amanda
true.
Stanton.
It's true.
I saw Amanda Stanton this weekend.
How was
Precious
she?
gem.
Precious
Precious
gem.
fucking gem.
Yeah, her content was good stuff.
In the words of Sonia Morgan, we always have a good time.
That's so nice.
Yeah. I'm on this thing where like I start drinking water because I'm trying to get my life back together, like eat healthy, take vitamins, all that stuff. And I've literally never had to pee more.
That's good. That means that you're hydrated.
No, I know, but like when they tell you to drink more water, like when are you supposed to pee?
Yeah. Well, I actually read an article recently that was like how to know if you're drinking enough water, and you can measure it based on how you pee. If you're peeing every 30 minutes, you're drinking too much water.
Okay, but like, and then how do you drink so much water and then not get woken up at 7 in the morning because you have to pee? Like, that's so annoying.
Well, you can't drink water right before bed. That's the problem.
That's the only
And
time
you
I
have
remember.
to pee right before bed.
Okay,
Like Theo. You're like Theo.
Truly. I'm really just like, I've been on like a bender these past like couple weeks where I'm like eating like a slob, drinking, and just like not taking care of myself. So like today's the day. I drank a full bottle of seltzer. Seltzer's counts, right?
Yes.
It's seltzer's water. I had a Daily Harvest like smoothie like moment this morning, and I'm just really working on getting my mind, body, and soul right.
Daily Harvest is exactly what you need because it has so many nutrients and it's easy to make, and a smoothie will hydrate you right up.
So Daily Harvest delivers thoughtfully sourced, chef-crafted food that is built on fruits and vegetables and can be prepared in less than 5 minutes. Fill your box with more than 65 different options like ready-to-blend smoothies, refreshing chilled soups, and savory harvest bowls. That's what I had today. Everything stays fresh in your freezer until you're ready to eat it. Each Daily Harvest cup takes one step to prepare. With room for customization, you can add your favorite milk to a smoothie or blend. You can heat up a harvest bowl, top with an avocado or a fried egg. The best part is that Daily Harvest single-serve cups are the ultimate grab-and-go meal or snack, so you can get a dose of nourishing fruits and vegetables at any time of the day. Go to dailyharvest.com and enter promo code TOAST to get 3 cups free in your first box. That's promo code TOAST, T-O-A-S-T, for 3 free Daily Harvest cups at dailyharvest.com. That's dailyharvest.com.
I love Daily Harvest. I see a lot of you are writing that you had a rough weekend, and I can't suggest it strongly enough.
No, this weekend set me back like a good year.
I'm sorry. Well, you have to get your shit together because we're going away this weekend.
No, we're going away, and I have PDA bathing suit this weekend. Like, this week is my week.
Yeah. And
I'm not going to do anything different, but I'm just going to say
Daily Harvest will help you get there. Okay, next story is really exciting. Shawn Mendes and Camila Cabello fuel romance rumors with PDA-Packed Brunch. Okay, all weekend people were speculating, are they, aren't they? They were seen dancing at a party together. You know, a lot that
They were at a diner together at 5 in the morning.
But like there was no hard facts that they were dating. Like everything looked like speculation, and also looks like, okay, maybe they hooked up, but like that doesn't mean that they're dating.
He did a fan Q&A like at one point this weekend with some of his like intimate fans in a place in LA, and one of the fans were like, are you dating Camila? And he said no.
Right. Well, today, pictures have just come out of them going to brunch together, holding hands, like being coupley as fuck, and also clearly in the public, like they don't care who sees it.
Right, so a lot of people are like, one, they're just friends, or a lot of people are like, it's fake promo for Senorita. Well, Senorita already came out, so that would be bad promo because you would do the promo before. And 2, if they were being thirsty promo, they would be like up the paparazzi's ass. Everything I've seen has been like a blurry picture on someone's phone in the Toasters group. Like, that's how you know it's real, because they're not thirsting like on a red carpet or like in a very public place. They're at like a small diner in the middle of the night.
No, it's not like him going to the Met Gala with Halle Baldwin.
Right.
Like that is fake as fuck.
And if, by the way, if this is fake, he learned his lesson because that was so overtly obvious and stupid. Now he's like going the total opposite. Like, let's go to a dungeon and see if anyone sees us.
Yeah. Also, I don't think this is fake. I would feel really stupid if I found out that this was fake, but they just seem to be going about it in a really normal way. Also, I understand if you're in a PR relationship, you have obligations, you have to walk on this carpet together, blah, blah, blah. But to spend your holiday weekend with someone, like, as, you know, going to parties and like partying, it's a little... That's so extra. Like, you don't have to give up your whole life. You just have to do a few things for your fake relationship.
No, that's a great call. And when I think about the genesis of their relationship, obviously this makes a lot of sense because when they both were starting out, Camila was on her solo grind. In the very beginning, she had like that one song with Machine Gun Kelly, and then she came out with that song with, this was before she left Fifth Harmony. She had the song with Shawn Mendes, I Know What You Did Last Summer. And it was so good. I'm like, they're the perfect couple. Like, and they didn't date then, and I was like, if it didn't happen then, I'm like, oh, it's never going to happen for them. They're actually just friends. But now it's like they have another song together. They're probably spending a lot of long nights in the studio dancing to Senorita together. Like, what are you going to do?
No, and he's definitely grown up. You know, when they recorded that first song,
he was a boy.
He was 12, and now he's 13.
No, and not only is he 13, he's the hottest 13-year-old I've ever met. Like, I needed him at my bar mitzvah. I love him so much. I really love her. Like, I've been a Fifth Harmony stan since the very beginning, but more importantly, I've always been a Camila stan because I always knew when watching her on X Factor, like, she was so supremely talented, so much better, so much more elevated than everyone else, and she got put in this group, like, by mistake, and it was Simon's fault, but she made her way out of the group, and now she's, like, a huge solo artist, and I just want happiness for her. And she was dating that guy, like, Matthew Hussey, like the dating guru, like that wasn't it for her.
No, but he definitely prepared her for this relationship because I'm sure like dating a dating guru, you learn a lot.
It's a very healthy relationship.
Yeah, you get a lot of relationship advice.
I would assume.
So I'm excited about these two. Also, I don't think her being in Fifth Harmony was ever a mistake. I think she's exactly where she needs to be.
No, she's exactly where she needs to be. When you watched the show,
it was
a little silly because
the Harry Styles.
Right, because more importantly, the 5 girls who started out in Fifth Harmony all auditioned separately. They did not know each other before the show. And when everyone got kicked off, they brought back those girls. They're like, you know what? You're all mediocre, but together you could be good. But I really felt like maybe Camila didn't do good during like the boot camp week, or she didn't like nail her audition, because for the rest of the show, they would perform, and Camila got every solo. Camila was clearly the star. The audience in the X Factor stadium like went wild when Camila sang. Like, it was like the Camila show. And Demi Lovato even said, like, after one performance, like, you guys aren't a group. It's like literally Camila and you're her backup singers. Like, you guys need to pick it up. Like, it was so weird and like obvious that she was not meant to be there. I just meant talent-wise, like, she was really never meant to be in a group.
I think it was perfect for then, and now she's doing her own thing. But I don't think anyone made a
It was good.
mistake
Fifth Harmony
there.
was great.
And I don't think if she was just a solo, how many solo good singing girls do we see on talent shows that go nowhere?
Tons. Carly Rae, Shawn, and Claire.
Right.
Tons. I'm just saying, like, she was never meant to be in Fifth Harmony for this long, and there's a reason why she has the solo career that she does, and Dinah Jane has a solo career that she does.
No, but Normani has the solo career that she does.
Really? Because Normani's been on one song.
She's getting there.
She's getting there.
Don't poo-poo on Fifth Harmony. Like, they were great, and they gave us so many bops.
No, I'm not poo-pooing. I'm just saying, like,
But they only gave us so many bops with Camila and the band.
I'm not poo-pooing on it. I'm just saying, like, this is the life Camila was supposed to have.
Yeah.
Running around with Shawn Mendes.
But you have to work to
after
get there.
opening for Taylor Swift. Yes.
You have to work to get there.
But I'm just glad she's having her solo moment. That's what I was trying to say.
Okay, agreed. Well, speaking of solo moments, our 5th and final story is unbelievably sad.
What?
Ariana Grande broke down into tears during her concert.
Again.
So Ariana Grande was in her concert in St. Louis on Saturday, and she started crying for real when she started singing R.E.M. And if you watch the video, it's like, she cries a lot at her concerts, you know, when she sings, like, wish I could say, I thank you to Malcolm, he was an angel. Okay, I understand why you're tearing up. But she's, like, real. It's like when you start crying and you can't stop.
Like, sometimes you get the lump in your throat and it gets really dry and you could swallow it and move on and keep going. But sometimes the lump gets too big and it takes over and the tears come and, like, you're done.
No, and she couldn't stop crying, and it was so sad to watch. Then she wrote on Twitter, which she, of course, now deleted, "Tour is wild. Life is wild. I'm grateful for the sea of love I have around me every day, and for the people who come to these shows and give us all every ounce of energy they've got. I'm grateful to work with the best musicians and dancers in the world. I'm grateful for my voice and my team. I'm grateful for this music. I'm grateful for my tour bus driver, Kurt, who bought me pickles yesterday because he saw we ran out. I'm grateful for the opportunity to sing to thousands of people every night. It's a dream come true, no matter how hard it gets or how many feelings come up that are screaming at me to be processed and sorted through one day. I'm grounded by gratitude and promise not to give up on what I've started."
It's so weird because when she addresses her fans, she really speaks from like this healthy mental state, and like she really, like, she knows, like, she's been through a lot, like, it doesn't happen overnight, like, she's still processing it. But then when what you see is so much different than what she says, you know what I mean? Because to me, she looks like a girl who's breaking down who needs to take a nap.
Yeah, but I think she has the option to take a nap. You know, I don't think there's anyone who's forcing her to be on this tour. She's a big enough star that the whole world would understand if she stopped. But I think she enjoys being distracted, but then sometimes, like, she can't
It gets to her.
help but.
Now, I wonder why R.E.M. Margot, what are the words to that song? Is it a particularly sad song?
It's a song that she actually wrote before she met Pete, about, like, where she would wake up and, like, have met the person. So it's not a particularly sad song, but maybe it was, like, something about the lyrics people were saying could relate to Mac, actually, and his death.
Well, she doesn't sing One Last Time anymore, right?
She didn't sing it at her show this time.
Someone told me she doesn't sing it anymore because it's like the Manchester song.
Yeah.
Which just sucks because it's such a great song.
But I also
Fucking
think that
terrorists, again, ruining everything.
But I also think that song, "We Gonna Be Alright," is a Manchester song too. But maybe One Last Time is just too old. Like, you know, it's not relevant.
It's like a bop.
Yeah, she does sing Break Free.
She doesn't sing Piano, which is like probably the greatest loss of all time. There was a period where Ariana Grande was like really fresh out of Nickelodeon and like wasn't being taken serious as a songstress in the pop world, and she was just like releasing music for the sake of releasing music, Honeymoon Avenue, and like I think she likes to gloss over that part of her career like it doesn't exist, when I just feel like I want to put it out there that it's probably the best part of her
Tattooed
career.
Heart.
Honeymoon
Amazing.
Avenue is an incredible song.
And the Fifth Harmony rendition that they did on YouTube is even better a cappella.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. Where she like doesn't really, like, that music showcased her voice so well.
Right, like before Dangerous Woman, it was just like her being really excited about making music and having a fucking amazing voice and just wanted to put out pop music that highlighted it.
Yeah,
You know?
and I think the only song that survived from that era was The Way with Mac.
Yes.
But because Mac Miller was on it, and now it's like their song, and they have that cute music video. But other than that, like she also had another song that was like a big chart topper at the time that she like just completely.
Well, what's so interesting is what people don't realize is Ariana Grande, in a lot of ways, was responsible for the launch of The Weeknd.
Agreed.
Because he was on Love Me Harder, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, we were like, who's this guy? And why does he have crazy hair? And then he like took off in his own way. But like, let's me not forget where he came from, Ariana Grande, Nickelodeon.
He would have taken off regardless.
Yes, of course.
But she catapulted it.
But yeah, she was just the first. Like, that was how a lot of us were introduced to him.
Right.
Exciting.
Yeah. Just interesting factoids that I find to be, well, I don't know, interesting.
Totally agree. That whole album where she's sitting on the stool, what's that one called?
My Everything?
My Everything.
Yes.
Glazes over that one too.
Is that Into You? Or is that Dangerous Woman?
That's Dangerous Woman, I think. But,
She really has such
there's
a
way to
great
find
catalog of music.
She does and she doesn't. It's like right now when we're talking about it, it seems like she does, but then sometimes you're listening to her on shuffle and it's like, what's this crap?
Right.
You know? Hold on. See discography. My Everything. Oh, she has an album called Yours Truly. Oh, Problem. Like, she never sings that anymore.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't like Love or Die that
And you know what?
song.
I hate Focus. Vodka Soda.
Yeah. Focus on me.
Bang Bang. She does that too.
That album, what album is this?
My Everything. This
That's
is the
when
album.
she kind
Break
of-
Free, One Last Time, Best Mistake, Love Me Harder,
What was before that?
Yours Truly. And there we have Piano, The Way.
I need to listen to this
Oh,
one.
the song you probably forgot that she was on, and for a second I was like, I don't know that she was on it. Popular song with Mika.
Sing it?
Where they sample Popular. I'm going to play it.
Oh, no, we're going to get our...
I know.
YouTube is going to flag us.
You know,
so.
you remember Mika, right?
Of course.
Okay. They have a song called The Popular Song.
I'll
and
listen
you would
to
know
it
if you heard
afterwards.
it.
Okay.
But yeah, you would never know she's saying that. Tattooed Heart.
I mean, I could also... There's so many things I need from Ariana Grande. I need her to take a nap, and then when she wakes up, I really need her to do, like, an entire album of Broadway covers, like, particularly Wicked. I could really do just, like, a remastered album of, like, top 10 greatest hits. There's just, like, a lot that I need from her, but I know she's busy.
Yeah, and then to do a concert at Radio City Music Hall, but also to take a nap. 11:11, Make a Wish. I wish that Ariana Grande finds joy and peace.
I wish, like, I was, like, right next to a toilet. I have to pee so bad, like, it's
You're gonna
killing me.
have
I
to
can't
hold
believe
it
this has
in.
never happened.
I know. Well, because usually, like, we're all adults.
And I never drink water. I'm a lizard.
Well, that was our fifth and final story,
Oh.
but the show ain't over because
the show ain't over.
I feel as though there's still so much more to talk about. And I could only do 5 stories, but there was so many more things
What
we could
else?
say. I don't know, like Jeffrey Epstein.
Oh my God, bye. I heard he's taking everyone down with him. I'm very excited.
I'm very excited too. I need to read up on everything. I've been like reading the paper, but I feel like there's so much on Enty that will
No, I know.
really bring clarity to a lot of the situation.
I mean, what's so crazy is that Jeffrey Epstein, I don't even know who he is. I just know him from like reading blogs and knowing
From
that
the island.
knowing that he is like the purveyor of evil and violence and just bad. So what's so crazy is like this is a merging of like the real world where like celebrities pretend like they don't have problems and like the dark underground blinds world. Like Jeffrey Epstein is the connector of the two. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And it's like this is the blinds coming to life.
no, this is the blinds beginning to see.
Yes. And Jackie and I, now, we said last week we were going to do it. Our first Patreon episode of this month is going to be a Blinds episode just because we haven't read Blinds in a while.
because
and now it's like,
July 4th reveals.
oh, right. But
I
now
haven't
it's
read
like,
them. I've been saving them because also I want to have our reactions like
too.
live, but there's nothing better than July 4th at Crazy Days and Nights.
No, I was having flashbacks to last year when we learned that James Dean was still alive.
Right, and that Anna Wintour and Bob Marley
Have a love child.
Have a love child.
No, so crazy. So that's going to be a Patreon episode. Head to patreon.com/morningtoast. I didn't read the blinds either because I do like having natural reactions on the episode, but I'm really looking forward to what Enty has for us.
I know. I just love those blinds that are just full of interesting factoids. It's like no one's going to jail, like no one broke the law, but it's interesting to know who's a bitch and like who
Right.
got drunk at what party.
Right. Who had to be taken home? Who was at Coachella face floor topless?
Yeah.
That was a good one.
So
Very
that'll
exciting.
be really fun. This week we're here till Thursday,
We're
then
here
we
till
leave
Thursday.
on Friday.
Friday we're heading to Vegas for my birthday, so get ready for the most annoying premium stories like ever. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Like we are, and here's the thing: I'm putting so much time, effort, money into planning this trip. I just need everyone who's coming. Like, all I need for them is 110%. Do you think everyone's gonna give me that?
Yes.
Yeah.
We're only there 2
Who
days.
would go to Vegas and like not
That's
give
true.
what they have?
That's true. I need everything from everyone. I'm like nervous, like It's like I hate planning stuff because then it's like if it's not good, it falls on you.
Welcome to Jackie's life.
Yeah.
This is my life, yeah. But I've now taken a back seat. I'm saying no to life now.
Right.
I'm saying no to the concert
Oh my God, that's really annoying. Me and Margot are going to a concert on Thursday, but why aren't you coming?
because it just doesn't work with my schedule, and trying to make it work will just like put me out, and I'd rather not,
All right,
you know.
whatevs.
But it's gonna be a great week. Your birthday's on Wednesday.
Oh yeah,
What do you want to do?
literally nothing.
Okay.
Maybe get a facial.
Did you see a movie?
Olivia's birthday was yesterday.
It was
and
so fucking
so
precious.
Fun.
She had a dinner party, which is like are we 90? Like, we're really being elevated to this like mature level by Olivia, and I'm totally here for it.
No, it was so wonderful. It was just a great use of birthday time.
Truly, I had a great time. The cake was good. She made tacos. Delicious.
Pat Cheman was there.
Of course he was.
How was his weekend in the Hamptons being farm Cheman?
He had a great weekend in the Hamptons. He is just like, loves fresh grass, loves to roll around in it. He got a tick, we pulled it out. It was like so much drama. But he wore his Seresto collar, so he's all good, and he took his heart guard. He had a great weekend, you know. He's definitely feeling like, you know, when you get home from camp and like you're depressed, you miss your camp friends. Like, that's what he's having now. He's at home depressed, and it's great.
Ugh, that is so fucking sad. Also, someone asked if we were recapping Bravo shows. Housewives weren't on. I watched Southern Charm. I doubt that you did.
No, I was
But we
gone
can
all week.
recap it with Southern Charm this week because it's not
Wait, the
heavy.
Housewives weren't on last week?
No.
Oh, that's so
Because it
nice.
was July 4th. Like,
Oh, I thought I totally missed.
no.
Nice.
Beverly Hills wasn't on and New York wasn't on.
Okay, so we'll recap this week.
Yeah, you know what I did watch? Because they had a Bravo marathon of Below Deck, which I've never really been into.
The best show.
But I really got into it. I watched Below Deck Med, this most recent episode with Kate Chastain. And it was just, I don't know what about this season just pulled me in.
She's so scary.
But it was so good. And like, honestly, the charter guests are
Wild.
crazy.
Wild.
And like so embarrassing.
And then don't you always think about, like, if you were a charter guest, like, what could they say about you? Like, they would be like, oh, these fat alcoholics, because we would just be drinking and eating all day and, like, never going to bed. And just, like, it's, like, embarrassing. I can't believe people would pay. I know, like, a charter trip of that magnitude costs, like, 60 to 100 grand. But if you do it on Below Deck, you get it for, like, 30 grand,
Yeah.
which is why the people that go on are, like, rich, but, like, not that rich. But I can't imagine paying money to be made fun of, you know?
Yeah, I mean, not all of them are made fun of, but there was this group of girls on the last episode, and they were horrible. And even when they weren't, like, being overtly obnoxious, just when they got snippets of their conversation, it was, like, so painful.
Yeah.
And that's what's embarrassing. It's
Yeah.
like, you guys just suck.
And then you also have to be on TV in a bathing suit.
Yeah, but you could skirt around that.
Yeah.
You could just, like, you know, take a cover up off and slip in.
It's such a great show.
It really is. So now I'm into it, and now I'll be
And we have signed
recording.
copies of Captain Lee's book.
It's so exciting. So
So
now
exciting.
I'm gonna watch the rest of this season of Below
Yes.
Deck.
Med or regular?
Regular.
Okay.
Because
With Mila.
With Mila and Hannah.
Yes. And I know you have lots of feelings about Hannah.
Just because I thought she was unfair towards Malika.
Yeah.
But
No, Malika was fucking annoying, honestly.
this year she has good chief stews. It's just funny how the chief stews treat people like based on, you know, if they're alphas or betas, you know?
Yes.
It's like her chief stews this season are like just nice and do whatever she says and like that's what she likes. But when she has like someone
Well, because boat rankings are like a thing. Like a bosun is underneath, a deckhand, like whatever, you know?
Yeah.
Like, so the rankings are important. It's like the army.
No, it's crazy. So it was really enjoyable. I haven't really seen a lot of squeegee girls who do the both sides.
No, there's like, they always throw one random girl on the deck team just to like say she had a lot of brothers, you know?
Yeah, that was Below Deck Med. There was a girl on the deck team and there was a guy on interior.
And she
it was-
grew up in the water, you know, and her brothers were always making fun of her, so she's used to being on the deck, you know? They always
Yeah.
talk like that. Like, you can be a girl who just wants to work on the deck. You don't have to give a
Yeah,
reason
no.
as to why you grew up with brothers and grew up loving the ocean. Like, you can work on the deck. We don't care.
Right. That is
They always
so
feel like
funny.
they have to explain themselves. It's like why they're the only girl on deck.
Totally. Anyways, what's on? So Below Deck's on tonight.
Yeah.
And yeah, I have such a busy day. I'm getting my closets done by Imagine It Done today.
Oh, fun.
So
That's the best.
Yeah, I've got places to be, people to go.
Places to be. Okay. Well, then we'll wrap up. I have to go take probably the biggest pee of all time. I'll record it. I'm going to count. What's the longest pee you ever made?
I have no
Oh, I don't know, but sometimes it's so long.
I know.
When
I'm going
wake
to count
up.
it. I'm going to count. When you wake up,
Also,
yeah.
when you peel out, it also means you're losing weight.
No, it's not. Like, that's not what it means today. Like, you see that big bottle of seltzer? I drank the whole thing before the show and I didn't pee.
That's really not even that big.
Yeah, no, that's big.
No, it's a big one.
What? That's a water bottle.
No,
No,
it's
it's
not.
not.
You'll see. It's like
You're
an
seeing it
XL.
wrong.
I'm seeing it wrong then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, guys. Well, don't forget, tomorrow is merch day, so get excited. We'll be posting the products all day today. They're really fun and exciting. I think you guys are really going to like them. So that'll be at shopmorningtoast.com. Unlimited quantity for everyone.
And it will go live as the show ends tomorrow. So
Tune in live
just
tomorrow.
Tune in live tomorrow, and we'll all shop together.
And thanks for listening to The Morning Toast, the Millennial Morning Show that goes live Monday through Friday, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time on YouTube. And we're also available as a podcast on iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, all the places you can listen. So feel free to subscribe there. Leave a nice review telling us how beautiful, skinny, and pretty we are. Jackie and I actually read the reviews of the podcast yesterday for like the first time in the longest time. And there were so many reviews that were like, beautiful, skinny, pretty. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank you so much.
Love you guys.
We missed you, and we will see you tomorrow. Mwah.